This is 55 TV. We are at the Talbot Runhof catwalk show in Paris, Paris Fashion Week. It's incredible in Paris for Fashion Week. Look at the surroundings that we're in. The people here are just incredible. Really accommodating as well, which is quite surprising. Very different to London Fashion Week, even though London had its own edge. This is 55 TV. This is our last day and we're going to max it out as much as possible. 55 TV. This is 55 TV, and look where I found myself, on the lap of a gorgeous man at the Talbot Runhof show in Paris Fashion Week. How are you doing?
Glorious. I mean, as you can see, seats are hard to come by, so let's just pile each other on top of each other. And yeah, doing glorious.
How's Paris Fashion Week been for you?
It was actually the best fashion week of the whole season. I mean, apart from, the opulent moments in Milan and a couple of, sort of design fantasias, I think Paris always rocks out. So it's been quite a good fashion week. It was a hard-working fashion week as well, where people just basically now want you to concentrate. It's not about just being fabulous and going to fashion shows and clapping. You actually have to do your homework this time around, because after all, we are in a crisis. So you need to concentrate on garments, on politics, on sales, and of course on design, because, we do all need to make money and live, but especially the designers, but still you don't want to compromise on your design. So in Paris, actually, it was the best combination of the two. The sort of combination of art and commerce has never been so well executed as in this country.
Sure. I mean, this is our first time in Paris for Fashion Week, and we're just absolutely blown away. The professionalism of it, the locations are stunning, and just the layout is something completely different to London for us. What do you think about that?
I think it's absolutely true. First of all, the organisation here is absolutely spot on. I mean, when you come here as a young stylist, a journalist, what people do is they basically give you a wonderful schedule. You're very well taken care of by the Chambre Syndicale of fashion here in Paris. They even put buses at your disposition. They are very supportive to young designers, to international press, to freelancers. Everything that is new and creative is much more embraced, for example, than in London, where everything is a bit all over the place and hidden and all that. And it's just quite pretty, because there is a structure, there's also a hierarchy, so you actually know what you're facing when you get there, and that is pretty much what Paris Fashion Week should be about. It embraces design, the new, the old, and the classics.
Absolutely, we love it here. What's coming up for you at the moment?
Well, what's coming up for me this moment? Well, listen, I just got out of the Louis Vuitton show. That was the show of the week. I mean, you missed it, you have to go and watch it online. Go on style.com, go on any website you can find information on, because it was, for me, the best show of the season. And right after, you also have to look at Chanel, because the decor was so massive that I got the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids feeling. So it was pretty out there, and, people here put on a show. And the good thing is as well, in this country, I mean, I always think young designers, if they don't have money, don't do a show, but the Fashion Council of France supports them. So there's always a way to make it artistic and make it very, very interesting and inspiring for new design. And I've always embraced young and fresh designers, because in one way, it's nice to see all these big brands where they make all these young, wonderful, creative, artists dance on the corpses of the old, and just resurrecting new old brands to new material. But at the same time, in this country, you can still create your own brand and become somebody in your own right with your own name.
Brilliant. It's great to see you. Aren't I lucky? First thing in the morning, and look where I am. This is great. My day's going to be really, really good.
So mine be, don't worry. We'll just rock on. And it's the last day of Fashion Week, so let's enjoy to the end.
Absolutely. This is Paris Fashion Week. This is 55T. This is great. Peace.
Sun
TV, we're at Paris Fashion Week. Johnny Talbot, what an incredible show. The use of tweed and gold, and it still wasn't ostentatious. So, so beautiful. Tell me about your collection.
This collection, our inspiration was the film Great Expectations, where Anne Bancroft made an unbelievable performance of a lady named Nora Dinsmore, and it was the entire movie was green and in various shades of green, and it was really such an inspiring movie. And we decided to use that as our inspiration this year.
I was thinking when I was seeing a piece, I thought there's a real strong sense of the 40s woman in there with the shoulder pads and the cut. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, there were actually several different kinds of eras. Since we were inspired by this woman, and the story in the movie is probably over a 30-year period. There was a little bit of 40s, a little bit of 50s, and 60s also mixed in. And I think it was a very nice mix, a nice mix of greens, and it was a lot of fun to make.
Absolutely beautiful to watch. The detail with the leaves again. Tell me about that.
The leaves come actually from a company in the ex-East Germany, in an area called Thüringen, and it's just one of these companies. They make fabric flowers, and in a very traditional manner. And we ordered about 4,000 leaves, and tried to place them in a tasteful way on all of these dresses. Not too much, not too little. It had to be just the right dosage.
Exceptional. Great to see the show, 55 TV.